A very good evening to viewers and listeners. I'm Zainab Muhammad with Safalma News. The headlines. Federal government assures to restore normalcy on frequent power outage across the country. More than 50,000 displaced children were spread across the IDPs in the northeastern part of Nigeria. House of Representatives places NAFDAC on SOTU's inquiry. Over 100,000 people are living in Maribor without food and water. The news in details. Minister of Power Abubakar Aliyu has given assurance that the frequent power outage being experienced across the country will soon be resolved as critical steps have been taken to restore normalcy. The minister, who revealed this to newsmen shortly after a closed meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari, says the president has given him clear directive to dismantle all obstacles towards achieving stable, adequate and affordable power supply. President Muhammadu Buhari had recently voiced his concern over the frequent power outages, apologized to Nigerians and assured them of a quick relief to the situation.
We had a meeting and came up with some solutions, immediate ones, on an emergency basis to see how we can mop around and gather more megawatts and push on the grid. And a couple of other things that we have agreed to do, and we are chasing them now. They have started yielding results. So you can see now that it's evident that something is being done.
Next Saturday, the 26th March 2022, is the day set aside by All Progressive Congress APC is to hold its national convention in Abuja. Preparations are actually in top gear as the staff of FCT have been busy washing the venue of the events and fixing the light to make it look new. While the security personnel were busy doing their job, this actually indicates that the level of preparations is in progress to ensure a hitch-free national convention of the party. The Senate is to deliberate on the notification of Section 84, Subsection 12 of the Amended Electoral Act 2022 by the Federal High Court in Umuahia. This follows a point of order by Senator George Thompson Sukibo, who through a matter of privilege observed that the tribune of the Federal High Court in Umuahia infringes on the constitutional rights of senators as lawmakers. He emphasized the need of the Senate to a decision on the issue and to ensure that all is done within the ambit of the law.
First we'll have executive session, then we'll come back to make decision. We will be willing to deal with this issue tomorrow.
Section 10 of our Senate rules. It does not make provision for us to discuss this matter tomorrow. We'll have to discuss it because that is the matter on the floor.
Those in favor that we take this motion tomorrow say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Your point of order is sustained and the matter is referred to tomorrow for discussion.
More than 50,000 children were spread across internally displaced persons across the northeast part of the country following Boko Haram insurgency. Governor Babagana Zulum and Sultan of Sokoto Muhammad Saad Abubakar described this as a time bomb, advocating immediate attention of all interest groups to prevent it from exploding. With the establishment of the school for those children has transformed them from the state of hopelessness, the world's people have looked onto the change, the narrative in the northeast of the country.
Nigeria, well-meaning Nigerians, to look into the possibility of establishing more schools in Borno State, not only in Borno State, in the northeast, and also in the entire northern region, because we need them. Education is a game changer.
The governors, the federal government, the various philanthropists, don't leave these children in the IDP camps to grow up because it's a very big danger.
This news is coming to you from Safalma TV Radio Online. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more details. The House of Representatives Committee on Finance has placed the National Agency of Food, Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, on status inquiry for its inability to give accurate information on its internally generated revenue. The decision was taken at an investigative public hearing on remittances by government agencies to the federal coffers. The agency could not satisfy the committee with concrete information on its revenue generated for October, November, and December. In another development, the House of Representatives has urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to enforce the use of coins as legal tender and ensure that banks comply with the use of coins to the fullest. This followed a point of order by Mother Umar, who noted that on Friday, 28, 2007, as part of the economic reforms under the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, 50, 20, 10 and 5 naira banknotes were reissued with new design, as well as the coming of 1 naira and 2 kobo, while a new 2 naira coin was introduced. The lawmaker also noted that the disputes huge budgetary sum that was expended by the federal government in the production of coins as part of the legal tender. They said coins seems to be extended at the moment. Russian forces escalate shelling on multiple Ukrainian cities, including capital city Kiev. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that over 100,000 people are living in Mariupol without food and water, and no agreement on humanitarian corridor for Mariupol where such number of people were trapped. Even the coastal city of Odessa is bracing for Russian attack, which made the residents in setting off brackets to prepare for the assault. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Federal government assures to restore normalcy on frequent power outage across the country. More than 50,000 displaced children were separated across IDPs in the northeastern part of the Nigeria. House of Representatives places NAFDAC on status inquiry. Over 100,000 people living in Mariupol without food and water. With that, we end Safalma News. Thanks for staying with us.